Hey everybody, for our sustainability tour, we will be analyzing the Birdwood Golf Course in Charlottesville, Virginia. This is Matthew Kujak, Austin Davis, and Sam Thomas. So just a little bit of background about the golf course. It's a public course that was first built in May 1984. It was newly renovated in July 2020, and along with that renovation, it got ranked the #7 public golf course in Virginia, according to Golf Magazine. It's the home course for UVA men's and women's golf team and consists of three golfing courses for the local members.
We did a life cycle assessment of Birdwood Golf Course, which consisted of 6 phases. The planning phase, which was mainly raw material acquisition and manufacturing, the establishment phase and construction phase, which was clearing the land, and also building the golf course, operational phase and maintenance phase, which is golfers using the golf course, and then all the energy and fertilizers and water uses to maintain it, and the end of life phase, which is decommissioning the golf course and reconstructing something else.
And then going off that, these are some of the life expectancy items for items on the golf course, such as greens, bunkers, the irrigation system, and cart paths. It just gives you an idea of when these items need to be replaced.
This is a look at our comprehensive system diagram. Obviously, a lot of the stuff is really interconnected, but it's broken down here into 3 categories, that being people, consumables, and the golf course components. On the right side of the diagram, you can also see what we consider to be the wildlife habitats and corridors, which we'll talk on right here.
And so our main thing we focused on was the Autobahn program certification. So this is a certification that it's given out to golf courses that maintain certain maintenance practices, and it's broken down into a couple of main components, that being environmental planning, wildlife and habitat management, outreach and education, chemical use, and water conservation. And there's a quote down at the bottom there that shows how this certification kind of breaks the status quo of thinking and gets golf courses into a better state of mind. And so breaking it down, environmental planning consists of having a site assessment of the physical characteristics of the golf course, and it's there to develop a map of the course and set goals so that the staff and maintenance workers know what they're responsible for. There's a quote down there by Martin Winters, which is the GM of the golf course, about creating natural habitats in the golf course. Moving on to wildlife and habitat management. The main goal there is to identify the core habitats and for animals and land, such as wetlands and woodlands, and then to train the staff onto the management practices that they should be able to do, and identify where these natural habitats are. And there's another quote by Martin Winters at the bottom there that shows what kind of animals are around the golf course.
Moving on to chemical use reduction and safety. Birdwood Golf Course does a lot to already reduce chemical runoff. They have no spray zones. They raise the mowing heights along shorelines to slow and filter runoff. They monitor weather conditions, so they make sure they're not spraying when it'll rain or be windy, causing more runoff. And they employ many other practices to reduce contamination in the ground and surface waters. Moving on to water conservation and water quality management. They incorporate evapotranspiration rates or weather data into their daily irrigation decisions. They only water hot spots rather than watering the entire golf course. They check all their irrigation equipment daily, and they maintain soils and turf grass to maximize water absorption and reduce runoff.
So we concluded that due to some of their current actions and their credibility and sustainability, that they are overall a sustainable golf course, but there's always things that they can do to improve. So here are some of our proposals, socially, environmentally, and economically, that they can become more sustainable. First, we wanted to promote inclusivity for people of all backgrounds. And one way of doing that is by lowering the principal cost of playing golf there so that people from all socioeconomical backgrounds can enjoy their time at Birdwood. Environmentally, we thought about converting their existing above ground irrigation system to an in-ground system. With that, they can expect water savings varying from about 50 to 70%, which can also save them money. And moving on to the economical section, we offered that they incorporate self-sustaining energy systems such as wind turbines and solar panels that can generate power for the course and all the nearby buildings, while also reducing the cost of electricity.